Today I had a really strange idea. So I asked myself, what if I played all 7 solo cash cups? And because no one has done it before, what if I play all regions only building? So in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I qualified to all 7 solo cash cup finals while building no zero builds and possibly completed the solo gauntlet, making earnings in finals. Now, unlike the other clickbaity videos, I actually played in all 7 regions, completing a 30-hour stream. So if you haven't checked out my Twitch, where I stream every single tournament and live every day on twitch.tv/Scuffys II, I would recommend you guys go do that now. Now remember, that's 70 games of solos in one day. That means headshot snipes, unlucky deaths. I really don't know how I pushed through it all. But this video is definitely gonna be a banger, so make sure to stick until the end. Now then, with that being said, let's head straight into the video. Starting off on our first region of the solo gauntlet, we're going to be tackling OCE. Now, Qual for OCE, because it's such a dead region, is top 1,500, meaning that we need at least 111 points to guarantee qualify to the finals. Anyways, starting off the first game of OCE, we're going to be landing Dog Pound. And even though I am on a 200 ping deficit, the skill of the players have not changed, and we're going to try to get a couple kills before heading into our endgame. Absolutely done up on your own freaking region, bro. Wrap it up. After my third elimination there, we have accumulated all the drip that I need to win this game. So for the next 3 zones, all I did was sit in buildings, camped in bushes, and rotate around the dead side of zone until the 7th circle. And so from my 3rd kill all the way up until this little box on the side of the mountain, here's how my end game had went. I just got sniped mid-air on a grapple, and now I'm 30 white getting kicked. Like, you're carrying a sniper in solos, bro. Like, go find a job. Use 10 million mats for absolutely no reason. Why me? Like, got dunked on, bro. Good playing Mez. I'm my 3rd. We now have 60 more points to go, and considering the fact that I have 70 games to play out, I am not going to show you guys the amount of games that I've auto spawned. Now, to get to 60 points, we either need a win by itself or a 5 kill second. But considering we had 5 other games to throw away, we got enough points to make it, so we only needed to get around about a top 4. So with that being said, let's head into our second game of OC to see if we can qualify for the finals. Flying into Yacht in our second game here, I was actually completely outdropped by another player. So to play it safe, I decided to take the helicopter route, so at the very minimum I wouldn't be dead on spawn. So using the helicopter, I was able to scout out multiple looting spots, get good enough loot, and get max metal all by 4th zone. 5th zone coming along now, I see that I pulled back to Garado, which reminded me of the same rift that I left over there earlier. And after successfully boxing on that rift, I was able to ride out 2 more zones straight into our endgame. So with 0 seconds left on the clock right now, it is completely up to this final game to see if I can qualify to the OCE Solo Victory Cup Finals. pad I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I think I was better off leaving my box, walking a mile, and then going back to my box, and it still would have been better than that sorry ass freaking pad, bro. I might as well not even have a pad in my inventory after that, bro. Refresh game. Pop that big real quick. No, man. Wait, are you slow? All these kids lack brain. They're all infants. They're all infants. Yeah, so just based off of that reaction, you could probably see how just infuriating this solo cash cup was. But on the positive side, I just managed to qual barely by the hair of it. Now, a lot of these tournaments are overlapping at each other, but I'm just going to show you guys the first opens and then the finals so you guys don't get confused on what's going on. So with that being said, let's head into our first finals of the video. Heading into the first game of the OC Victory Cup finals, I do want to just remind everyone that I'm only going to be showing the games where I got top 10. But for our first game here, I was originally aiming for agency when I had got outdropped. So in response to that, I'd landed on this little house that have up to 5 chest spawns. And of course, as you guys seen earlier, I also went to gas station to not only cap my medal, but get the loot that was there. Skipping over to Fort Zone though, while I was rotating back to the dead side, I ended up getting into an insane fight, which honestly, I don't even understood how it happened, and almost completely died, costing me my mats and all the shields that I'd been saving up. Now, fortunately enough, I was able to stop by Dirty Docks and farm out a building to not only get my mats, but also to buy big pots out of the vending machine. So fast forwarding to 7th zone in a very questionable rotate, we have successfully made it to the beginning of our endgame. So without a further ado, let's head into our first game of OC finals. I heard him there, and I just like couldn't imagine a world where he would just be sitting there. Like, to be honest with you, that. Bro, like, winnable, 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 winnable. No, 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 no. Not winnable. Why is that getting my layer? Like, how do I not see him? Oh, I hate this game. I'm literally winning this game 3 meds, bro. But I just have a brain dead retard on my wall, bro. Just trying to take everything, man. It's just like I'm pre-tarping. Like, where did this kid come from, bro? Go find someone else. Now, unfortunately for OC, I had ended up dying on spawn in my next game, and because of the fact that these solo cash clips overlap with each other, I had to just straight up go into Asia without playing in my last game. But on the positive note, because I skipped 1 game, I now have an extra 2 games to play out. So with 1 region down from the gauntlet and 6 other more attempts to earn, let's head straight away into game 1 of Asia's solo cash cup. Flying into our first game here, I finally got a stellar drop at the agency, and considering it is game 1, I took a book out of OCE and I'm gonna try to get a little bit of kills before heading into our endgame. So with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Okay. That's why you're dead to me, bro, on your own freaking input in your own region. So with that elimination, I think it's just about time we prepare for this endgame. And skipping a couple zones with this helicopter revealing the craziest tech known to humankind, here's the first game of the Asia Solo Cash Cup. Wait, let me in the front. Oh, I'm trolling. I trolled. Oh my gosh! Come on, time to get out. The freaking Chopper endgames, team. The freaking Chopper endgames, bro. Now, with that 6th elimination win, we are on 74 points, putting us 36 points away from the qualification, which is around about a 3-elim 6th or a 5th place. So, for a second game here, I was able to spin back on the yacht and not be the one leaving this time. And after securing the mythic Meowscles rifle, all I had to worry about was metal, which I got a couple zones later by taking this fight. Now the thing about this kill right here is it set me up so perfectly for the endgame, because after gathering up my loot and hitting the rift below, I headed over to agency to kill the leftover bots for some shields, which was so lucky because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have gotten the helicopter, which I was able to ride out for the 3 next zones by ensuring that I was on dead side of every zone so no one shot out my helicopter, which leads us up to now, the first zone before the moving zone in my last helicopter rotate before running out of fuel. I was able to completely ride out the zone before dropping down straight into our endgame. If I didn't qual because of that.
Killed much, chat. The best. Even though I most definitely placed the wall there. All good. You're so stupid for fighting me.
And with that game, we have now qualified to the Asia Solo Cash Cup Finals, in a way completing another part of the gauntlet. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I died in literally every single one of my games before even breaking top 50, which leaves us with Middle East coming up in around about 2 hours. Now, even though we did unfortunately lose another region on the gauntlet, looking at the positive side, we also gained a region on the gauntlet, qualifying to every single Solo Cash Cup I play. Waking up in the morning, I was exhausted. But tuning in on what needs to be done today, it was time for me to lock in and get serious about the goal and the plan we got for the future. Now, even though I may be asking myself why I did this, I still gotta lock in and remain focused for the first game of Middle East Solo Cash Cup. Now, heading into our first game of Middle East, or I really should be saying game 4, I landed Salty Springs considering I died 3 times at the dog pound. Now, I was unconscious at Salty Springs, so the first 7 zones was a breeze. All I did was loot up, get my mats, and camp in buildings all throughout all of the mid game. And around about 5th zone, I ended up taking another fight just before we headed to our end game.
Brian, bro, like. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, with that depth right there, that put us at 48 points with 2 games remaining, and honestly for Middle East, it's currently not looking good whatsoever. Now, besides the fact that Middle East is my highest ping region, I was completely exhausted at this time and honestly could use the 2 extra hours of nap time. And so with a care, but without a care in the world, I ended up exhausting my last 2 games and unfortunately not qualifying to the Middle East Finals. But on the bright side, EU is in 15 minutes because of our early end, and I will have to say that EU was most definitely my strongest region. So without a further ado, let's head straight into EU Opens to see just how well I did in the Solo Cash Cup. For game 1, we are once again landing the dog pound, and considering that 130 ping is the lowest ping that I've experienced in the past 16 hours, you can tell that I was most definitely feeling myself. So let's waste no more words and head straight into the W King.
Why are you running? I mean, that's me just killed by what, bro?
Now with that 10 elimination win, we are now 51 points away from the qualification. And just because it's EU, top 15k qualified to the finals, so keep that in mind when you see the points. Now a 51 point game is around about a top 3 with 1 elimination or really anything else. So without a further ado, let's head into the second game of our solo victory cup. For our second game here, I switched it up and landed the rig. And after cleaning up my off spawn with the other player that landed here with me, I quite literally for 6 zones straight on this side of the map pulled pretty much every single zone. I mean, I literally had no reason to leave and I kind of just sat in the buildings on dead side on this side of zone. And so 7 zones later, let's head into our second end game of solo victory cup opens.
Back there? What the heck? Dude, honestly, if I got headshot sniped after missing that grab, I would have creamed everywhere, bro. I would love that so much. Dude, who just whipped out the Samana Bahaba? Wait, I'm actually old man right now. I'm just not in my like home region. I won't even lie. I'm just like not in my home. Beast. Back to the peep. The peep. My night thing. There's a trip in the sky. And I'm dead. All I have to do is get front line. I don't lose that game, but you know, bro. Hate this game. It's all good, bro.
And with that beautiful top 3 right there, we have now qualified to the EU Solo Cash Cup Finals. Now, this is where we definitely need that build up, because this is where it actually gets serious and I have a genuine chance of making some money. So without a further ado, let's head into game 1 of the EU Solo Cash Cup Finals. Flying into our game here, I originally wanted to land the rig, but I ended up getting outdropped by multiple players, so I ended up landing here. But hear me out though, this spot was actually pretty chill. I kind of took this whole little split area and I was able to get an AR intact shotgun, which was really important considering that Slurpee not only had metal shields, but it also had an upgrade machine. So heading over to Slurpee, I was able to get me a slurp truck and some extra scraps left over, meaning that I can actually upgrade a decent shotgun. So after farming up my mats, hitting up a slurp vending machine to get some heals, and developing minor autism considering I didn't upload my pump, I was finally able to leave our POI. And so after a couple zones of playing towards dead side as per usual, let's head straight into our first endgame of the finals.
But somehow, for whatever reason, I am currently in zone. Dead.
Golly! I'm a max passionate! Oh my gosh, I'm so talented, bro. I'm so talented. It's like that. That's just what I do. Like, oh my max passion, bro. Like, Oh my gosh, bro, that was my coffee, bro. That was my coffee, bro. That was my coffee, bro. And with that, we've successfully fulfilled one of the gemstones needed to complete the Thanos Gauntlet. And while we can't fully complete it, at least we got $100 to make sure that I know that I did not just wake up for 24 hours to make 0 bread. Now for EU, I was only able to play out one more game after this where I got a 9th, and I'm just not going to show that since I really need to go to sleep and I'm trying to get this video out by tonight. So with the vibes up and feeling great, let's head straight into Brazil's solo cash go. Just like EU, we're going to be landing Dog Pound once again, and after securing my loot off spawn, let's head out and continue to try to key out the rest of the lobby. And just like that, we are now at 73 points. Only 36 more points to go until we qualify, and all we have to do is just queue up into our next game, which is either a 0 kill 5th or a 3 kill 6th. But anyways, let's hop into our second game of Brazil Opens. For my second game of Brazil, for some reason I'd switched it up and landed Craggy. Now while Craggy was caught by another player, me and this guy ended up splitting it and I left with some type of decent loot. Now after heading into agency, I was able to take that helicopter and use that to fly to go get my medal at this medal spot, which after I did that, I was able to use the helicopter on dead sides of zone to ride out the next 3 circles, leading us right into the zone before our endgame. So then, since we aren't wasting any time around here, let's head straight into our last game of Brazil Opens. Now, even though that kid's aim was kinda zapping, that 3 elim 5th place is enough to qualify us to the finals. And still riding kinda high from the win from earlier, let's head into our first game of Brazil finals. Now, for our first game here, I was originally landing for Dirty Docks, but apparently wherever I pick on the map always gets overcon and I always have to swerve off. So I chose to land in the middle of this kind of split area to get my loot and to get max metal from. And after getting into a bit of an altercation with someone and losing literally all of my heals, I went to the bridge to hit the rift and fly on over to Lazy to see if I could find some extra shields. Now, after arriving at Lazy, I was able to get some extra heals, which lasted me all the way through the next couple of zones until I could finally get my first refresh with the harpoon gun. And it's from this moment where we are going to hop straight into our end game. So let's see if I still have what it takes even after waking up to win another game in the finals.
Yeah, bro.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this death right here really hurt my soul. All I had to do was save 2 builds to place a wall and a stair, and I could have possibly won that game. But due to the fact that I got scared because I entered zone too early that I would die to storm sickness, I didn't place those walls there. Which if I did, you never know, I could have possibly won that game. But anyways, from there on out, it kind of just went downhill. The next game I ended up getting a 10th, which I'm not going to show, and then after that I ended up dying on spawn. So then, heading into our final region and my main homeland region, we are going to be heading into NA Central, which is the final chance we get to get another gemstone on our gauntlet and to almost fully complete qualing on all regions. So with me completely tired and unwarmed, here's how the opens of NA Central had went. So of course, for our game 1, we will once again be landing the dog pound, and after tackling the mythic drum gun, it is time for us to head out to continue keying out the lobby.
Tell me how I like it. What's this kid waiting for? Another? being a brain dead. I promise you. I had to die like that.
Now with that 10 kill third, we are now at 85 points, and because of the fact that we only need around about 25 more points to qualify, that's literally probably a top 10 or less. So with the last infinity stone on the line, let's see if I can close out the final solo cash cup opens of the video. Heading into our final game here, I switched it up once again and landed lazy, and after flying down and getting a purple spaz out of the chest, I just barely finished cleaning up a fight that I'd had, leaving me with the rest of lazy completely uncontested. So after finishing with my loot, I was able to just sit in a building for around about the next 3 zones until the first half an hour, where after hitting the rotates, I was able to find just one last kill right before our end game. Oh, and just throwing it out there in case you guys didn't realize, I have to get top 10 with this bug on mountain zone. So with that being said, let's head into our final game of the opens in the whole entire video.
I don't got the movement for this, bro. I'm quite literally disabled. Hey. I need this. I just wanted to grab, man. I'm out of grappler shots. I'm dead to zone. Praying for a pullback here, chat. Oh my gosh, I got it on. Oh. How am I live?
With that game though, we have now qualified to the NA Central Solo Cash Cup Finals, successfully qualifying to 6 out of 7 regions I played. Now unfortunately though, on the other side of the gauntlet, we have only earned in 1 out of 7 regions because in NAC Finals, I ended up dying 3 out of 3 games in the finals. So with that being said, this will be the end of today's video. If you guys do enjoy, please make sure to subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss a video again, and also to check out my Twitch where I stream literally everything at twitch.tv/ScuffysII. Now this video definitely took a lot of time and effort, so if you guys really did like it, then please make sure to like the video to show YouTube that you like seeing my content. And with that being said, God bless.